Hello from Orlando International Airport. Right now, Brennan is dropping me off.
Hello!
At the airport.
We're yelling!
And then going to work, but I'm getting on a flight to go to Miami to then go to Guatemala.
Ah!
So I made it inside the airport. This is quite a line for security, and I'm heading way over here. So I'm going on this trip with my brother Dennis and his high school best friend. We are all meeting up in Guatemala City to then go to Antigua to spend a week in Central America. I'm actually really glad that I got here this early because look at these lines for security. This is going to take a while. To get to my gate though, I have to go all the way down here. And it looks like the line that I have to get into is way over here. That backs up all the way from the other terminal. All right, I'm getting a little bit closer. I have my duffel bag here. I'm going to be flying American Airlines. That line goes all the way back up to the airport. I'm getting pretty close. It's estimated at more than a 45-minute wait. All right, so I made it through security, and I'm about to take the automated people mover over to my gate. So there's a little weather currently in the area, but hopefully that doesn't impact my flight, which is in about an hour and a half. So I've made it to my concourse, and I have not eaten any food yet today at all. So I'm having some Wendy's. All right, so I got my food from Wendy's. You can see the American Airlines planes outside, and I decided to get a Dave's Triple Burger with some fries and a Sprite. That is a big sandwich. All right, so I'm all done with my burger, and I'm heading way down to my gate, which is at the very, very end of the concourse. All right, so this is my plane to Miami. It should just be about an hour flight. It should be pretty quick, or at least I hope so, because I have a middle seat. All right, so we had a bit of a delay in MCO. I just took about an hour to taxi to the runway, but I'm heading towards Miami. All right, so a little update. I've made it onto my flight in Miami to Guatemala City. I've had quite a little adventure today, but I'll talk about that probably once I get there. So we are finally taking off and leaving Miami after a 2-hour delay. Hi there, I'm weary and tired, but I've made it to Guatemala. It looks like I'm heading to customs, and then I'll be meeting up with Dennis and his friend, whose name is Lilu, who's also my friend too. So I've made it through immigration, and I actually exchanged some money. This was $50, and then there's my stamp there that I got in my passport book, and here's my bag that I had to check in Miami. All right, I've made it through customs, and now I need to wait, I guess. So this is where I'm waiting for Lilu, because Dennis is actually already at the hostel. He just went ahead and he took a Uber to get to the hostel. So I'm waiting on Lilu, who's on a very delayed flight at the moment, and I've already met up with our driver, who's driving our shuttle to go to the hostel, so I'm just waiting for Lilu. So I tried to go inside and get a hot dog. Well, I did successfully get a hot dog, but I totally messed up ordering it. It was supposed to be like the equivalent of like $4.50, but I tried to give her like 45 cents. So that hot dog was actually really good, especially getting it so late right now. By the time we get to the hostel, it's gonna feel like it's 2 o'clock in the morning coming from the time zone that I came from. Lilu is coming from Los Angeles. Dennis is actually coming from Brazil. He was at a wedding in Brazil. And while I've been here just sort of waiting on everybody else, I finished my taxes on my phone in the airport in Guatemala. Okay, and a couple hours later, Lilu's here. Hi, Lilu.
Hey.
And we're going to the hostel. Hi, Dennis.
Hey, everyone.
Where are we?
We are in Antigua, Guatemala.
In a hostel called the Tropicana.
Yep,
Hostel?
Tropicana Hostel.
Cool. And this is our situation here. We have some bunk beds. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. In the time zone that we're in, it is much later than that.
Yep.
I'm tired.
Notice the fresh, new, young travelers versus the grizzled 10 days in hostels.
Yeah, you have a certain glitter to you.
Yeah, where do you come from, Dennis?
Brazil.
What were you doing?
I was visiting Iguazu Falls and Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah, and you were there for a wedding, yeah? Cool. How you feeling? Feeling good?
Tired.
Same.
I haven't slept all week.
Too much partying?
So much partying.
So we're going to bed because tomorrow, Dennis, what are we doing? Tomorrow we're going on a hike.
Yeah, we're hiking Volcano Pacaya.
That's exciting. And it's very late. Today's been a wild travel day for all of us, just meeting in Guatemala because your flight was delayed back there. And Dennis, you got here, I think, on time, but you just had to wake up incredibly early to get here. And then my flight was on time, but what happened with my flight was that we got on the plane and then we just sat there on the plane because of the weather. They just took a very long time to take the luggage off of the plane and then load the luggage for the plane that we were on onto the plane. So it was just delayed for like over an hour, and then we finally got up in the air and then we landed in Miami, and then we sat on the plane because there was another plane at our gate, and I knew that I was going to miss my connecting flight. I was like convinced that I was going to miss it because I had like an hour and a half layover, and then suddenly I had like 30 minutes, and then not even that, and then luckily my second flight got delayed by a little bit, so I was able to get off of that plane. I just sprinted right across the concourse to the other gate, got onto that flight, and then we sat on the tarmac for over 2 hours just waiting to get out of Miami. Again, I think due to the weather and just the traffic control that they were having to do because of the weather. And then finally landed here, and then I waited. Dennis got a shuttle for all of us, but because of all of our flights being up in the air, Dennis ended up Ubering here to the hostel, and then I waited for Lilu, and then we took the shuttle here, which was about a half-hour shuttle. Very bumpy. I didn't show the outside of the hostel at all, but I'll probably show that off at some point. Today's just been a wild travel day, but we're all here. We are in Antigua, and we're ready to have fun, right, Dennis?
Yes, baby.
Hey, cool. We're gonna go on lots of hikes and explore and have a good time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Have a great day, and goodbye.
Boom, 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 boom.